So, Tom Thibodeau says, you know, it's the road mentality which starts with defense, rebounding, and taking care of the basketball. I want to know from your guys' experience, and you've already addressed what it's going to be like in Philadelphia, how you handle it going into a hostile place. Is there something that you take into that gym that says, here's what we need to do to absorb that punch, to take their crowd out of it, that kind of thing?
Going in there up 2-0?
Yeah, well, going into a hostile environment. Okay, well, tell me the difference.
Going in 2-0, we're like, oh, this is it's like you start to smell the blood, because you know if you get the 3-0, like Charles said earlier, no one in the history of basketball has ever come back and done it. So you're just as excited as they are on the other side, because you have an opportunity to put a team away. And the hardest thing to do is start putting teams away in the NBA playoffs. There's no games that are more important.
And if you're that guy and you have championship aspirations, you got to put in work tonight. I can remember, you know, having my first Hall of Fame coach in Phil Jackson and being in a situation like this where we need a great game. As soon as I get to the locker room, Phil wants to see you, and he tell me what he needs. So I'm going to tell Joel what I need from Joel tonight. I need 40-plus points. I need 20 rebounds. I need 5 blocks. I need him to set the tone. Listen, I know you're
What do you
not
tell
feeling
Brunson,
great.
though?
Huh?
On the other end? What do you tell Brunson, who's trying to get the 3-0?
On the road.
I'm a big guy. You're a little guy.
Okay.
I'm talking about from Joe. He's that guy. I need a big game from you, because remember, leader, the followers will follow the leader. So that's what I need for him to have a good game.
So I'll get 5 seconds.
I'm gonna disagree with Shaq. Because if Joe get 40, and that bench guys only get the 8 they're getting, they're gonna lose. Because if he gets his 40, but my mentality would be like, you know what? Let me get Kelly Oubre going. Let me get Tobias Harris going. That would be my mentality if I'm Joel. Now, hold on. I just want to make one point on your point. Now, if they don't double me, I'm going to get 40. But I'm going to force the Knicks to double me, because I don't think Hartenstein and Robinson can guard me one-on-one. Because like I say, Shaq, if you're a great player, you're going to have to play well. And he can get 40. But the key to this series has been he's played good. Max has played good. They've got to find a way to get those other guys going. Listen, I said that last night, and I meant it. I love Kyle Lowry. But if he's your third best player, when you got Tobias Harris, Kelly Oubre on your team, and Buddy Hield, because Kyle Lowry, he's on the back end of his career. If Tobias Harris and Oubre and those guys don't play better, they're averaging 8 points a bench. Yeah. That's crazy.
Hield, by the way, 1 out of 5, 0 for 3 from 3 in this. I know you were waiting to follow up on what Chuck had.
Well, we're going to go to Brunson to close out. Thibodeau goes to him. When it's +5 or -5, you got to manage the game. We're up 5 or we're down 5. That possession at any point in the game is super important. Manage the game. Make sure we get a great shot, because if we go up 8, we could start to put them away. If we go down 8, it could start to snowball, and this Philly crowd can get it. So every time that there's +5, -5, I'm putting the ball in Brunson's hand. Take us home. And then it's going to keep the game manageable. And then at the end of the game, I'm going to tell Brunson, I think you're better than Embiid in the stretch.
And I think for me, Maxey, he's the key. He got to say, guys, Joel's our best player. We're going to go through him in the half court. You can't have Max and Joel just both get 35, 40 points. They're not going to win.
Maxey had 10 assists in game 2.
He needs more, though.
Yep.
How did Akeem Olajuwon get you going?
He did when he was getting doubled.
You got to get yourself going.
No.
You got to
ask me a question.
No.
How did Akeem get me going? Was his energy.
Thank you.
Like I wanted to see how he came out.
Thank you.
And so if he came out with an energy,
that's what
I would go,
said.
that was
If I get double and throw you the ball and you 0 for 3, you ain't doing nothing. So I got to do the work.
No. You know, he said that.
It was a combination of
0 for 3 ain't a bad night. 0 for 12 is a bad night.
Yeah, it was energy.
No, but you tell me I got to get the guys going. No, you got to get
That's
your
what
own.
great players do to make other players better.
No, you
it ain't
gotta
just
get
about
yourself,
you get you can't just get your numbers. You can't just get your numbers. That's a selfish player. That's not a great player.
I would say this.
Because all great players could be selfish.
But I would say I agree.
You know, you talking about me, got to get it. No, you got to get yourself.
That's your part.
You got to be ready to play today. I ain't got to tell you nothing. I ain't got to do it. You got to get yourself ready. When I get double and kick it to you, you got to hit the shot.
That's what I said.
That's not what you say. You say, I got to get you going. I ain't got to get you going. You got to get your own self
You
going.
got to make the shots. You
Okay,
got to
but
make the shots.
you got to get yourself going. That's not my job to get you going. No.
When you get double.
My job is to make the right play, not get
exactly
you going.
Right. That's the right play. Give it to the guy who's wide open.
Okay, well, say that then. Well, don't say it's my job to get you
That's
open.
part of being a great player.
Bro, making the right play is part of being a great player. Don't talk to me like I'm not a great player. It's not my job to get
you wasn't a great player.
But it's not my job to get you going.
No.
It's not my job to get you going.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not.
Yes,
no, it is not. It's my job to make the right play. You got to get yourself going.
Great player.
When I throw the ball out the double team, you got to make the right play. It's not my job to make you make the right play.
But you got to force them to W. If they don't W,
that's not what you said.
That's what I said.
No, you said I got to get him going.
Yes,
it's not the truth. No,
that's
I do
part
not.
of being a great player.
No, I got to make the right play. He got to get himself going.
That's part of being a great player.
Put it like this.
When I kick you the ball, you got to get yourself
first of all,
going.
this is going to excite me as a player in that position. If before the game, right before we walk out, I'm waiting for this conversation from Dream every day. Listen, before we forget all them plays Rudy talking about. When we come out, the first 4 possessions, throw it to me. I'm like, oh, he's ready. So now I'm excited. But then I'm going to tell him this. You know what, though? If they double you, I'm on fire tonight.
Thank you.
I'm letting it go.
Thank you.
So don't worry, I'm ready to play.
Yeah, but that's not based on what you said.
Yes, it is what I said.
It's based on what I said.
No, that's not what you said. That's not what you said.
Let's not argue about what we were arguing about. Let's. We have some breaking news. We got some breaking news.
Okay.
Yeah. First,
You got to get yourself
first
going. Get the ball, make a play. You don't need nobody to talk to you.
Come on, Kyle Lowry, get yourself going.
What are you talking about?